All right, guys. Spain versus Portugal at the World Cup in the round of 16. Lamine Yamal versus Cristiano Ronaldo. Sorry, I've been talking about the USA and Belgium for so long, I can't get it off my mind. How are we doing, guys? How are we doing today? Everyone ready? Who you got? Let me get a poll going here for Spain versus Portugal. We'll put the poll up here for you. I kind of have Spain. They've played better throughout this tournament. So I kind of have Spain winning this. Spain versus Portugal, guys. Who you got? Who you got? Spain 2-1. Seems pretty even in the chat so far. Seems pretty even so far. Let's take a look at the starting lineups here. Spain versus Portugal. How you guys doing today? Did you have a good July 4th weekend? I did. I had a lot of fun, even though I'm still not at peak recovery yet. So starting lineups for Portugal: Costa in goal, Diogo Costa of FC Porto, Ruben Dias and Renato Veiga from Villarreal are the center backs. And of course, Nuno Mendes from PSG is the right back. Joao Cancelo from Al Hilal is the right back. Nuno Mendes is the left back. I'm sorry. Ruben Neves and Vitinha are the double pivot. Joao Felix on the left, not Pedro. Yeah, it's Pedro Neto. Thank you. On the right, Bruno Fernandes as the 10. And of course, Cristiano Ronaldo up top. For Spain, Unai Simon in goal, Marc Cucurella at left back. At right back, you have Pedro Porro from Tottenham. Pau Cubarsí, the 19-year-old center back from Barcelona, is next to Aymeric Laporte as the center back pair. Rodri and Pedri are the double pivot. Lamine Yamal on the right, Dani Olmo in the middle, Alex Baena from Atletico Madrid on the left, and Mikel Oyarzabal as the striker for Real Sociedad. For the bench, Portugal has José Sá, Ruiz Silva, Diogo Dalot, Gonzalo Inacio, Mateus Nunes, Nelson Semedo, Thomas Araujo, Bernardo Silva, Francisco Conceição, Ruben Neves, Samu Trincao, Gonzalo Guedes, Gonzalo Ramos, just moved to Milan, and Rafael Leao. For Spain, they have David Raya, Joan Garcia, Eric Garcia, Marc Pubil, Marcos Llorente, Alejandro Grimaldo, Fabian Ruiz, Gavi, Martin Zubimendi, Mikel Merino, Yermi Pino, Borja Iglesias, Ferran Torres, Nico Williams, and Victor Munoz. I don't know if Nico Williams is actually fit. It might just be keeping him on the bench there. The Americans and the USMNT, who have nothing to do with this, now have targets on their back. Thanks a lot, Infantino and FIFA. Yeah, 100%, right? Belgium's going to come out absolutely firing and furious tonight, and we're going to have to play the game of our lives in order to win. 100%. 100%. 11 wanks. Wow, great picture. How are we feeling about the game later? A bit nervous. Yeah, nervous. We should be confident, of course, but this is a 50-50 game. I'm seeing a lot of comments, people saying Belgium are old, they're ripe for the taking. Yeah, they're a little bit of an older team, but this is still a team that can carve you open with one move. You don't need to be 23 years old to do that, right? So it is what it is, you know. We're going to have to play the game of our lives. Our back line is still suspect. Our goalkeeper is unproven. And the whole world's going to be rooting against us. They really are. Let me get some more light here. Tack is super confident. Sure. I mean, good for him. I think this is a 50-50 game. I think as a fan, you have to be confident and you have to be excited and you have to believe in your team 100%. As an analyst, I'm telling you, this is a very 50-50 game. Belgium absolutely has what it takes to beat us. We also have what it takes to beat Belgium. So it's going to be a very, very close game. It's going to be a very close game. And Belgium are furious that Balogun is playing. Okay. So that can go one of two ways. It can give them that extra fire that they want. It can also make them lose their cool, right? We've seen this before. So the world is 100% rooting against us. Soccer America 3777. 100%. They're 100% rooting against us. Everybody's rooting for Belgium. Can you really blame Belgium? No, absolutely not. I don't blame them in the least. Think about it this way. We would be doing the exact same thing. Let's say Doku got a red card in his last game. And then FIFA said it was suspended and he could play in this game. What would we be saying? We'd be just as mad as Belgium. When it's going our way, so of course we're fine with it, but we would be just as mad as Belgium. Now, in the end, it's not a Balogun red card, right? It's not a Balogun red card. And so in the end, I think justice was served, but the problem was the process. There's no appeals process, so it goes to this committee. The White House getting involved is obviously very bad optics. It doesn't look good. And it does put a stain on the game. It does tarnish this game. Whoever wins. I mean, look, if Belgium wins, people will say justice has been served. The U.S. are out anyway with or without Balogun. And we'll have to handle that. Okay? Now, if we win, they're just going to say, well, yeah, they cheated to win by getting Balogun on the field. Right? So it really shut up the vibes of the World Cup, and it's really sad. Yeah, I agree. This World Cup was going so well. Everyone was talking what a fantastic tournament this has been. It's been exciting. Lots of people getting along, fans getting along, foreigners coming in, loving the U.S., right? So it does put a bit of a cloud over this World Cup. It absolutely does. Fake outrage is ridiculous. Been like this all World Cup. Whose outrage are you talking about? Are you talking about the Belgians? Talking the Belgians' outrage? Because I think they're right to be outraged. They are. They're right to be outraged, just as I think we would be too. We would be too. We can't look. Like I said, I think the decision is the correct one. It wasn't a red card. I wish FIFA had a better appeals process where they would actually review every red card after the game and see if it should be repealed or not, because what Balogun did was not a red card. But obviously, there is no straightforward review process. The White House got involved. They're bragging about it. The optics are very bad, guys. Oh, those guys didn't have... I mean, they were outraged about comments, but there was nothing in that whatsoever. We won those games fair and square. Belgium doesn't want their big win tainted with our best striker out. I mean, yeah, if they win, it's all a moot point, right? Because then everyone would just say, well, justice was served. The U.S. are cheaters. Get them out. That's what they'll say. And if we win, they'll say the same thing. They'll be like, the U.S. are cheaters. They didn't deserve this. Kick them out of the tournament. This will probably go to the Court of Arbitration for Sport at some point. Gabe is just kicked off, by the way. Nah, Pete, I wouldn't care if this was happening to a Belgian player. Rather, we beat them with their best players playing. I think there would be significant outrage. Maybe not from you personally, but there would be significant outrage, right? Super first half. The right outcome was reached in the end with Balo. The problem is the process by how it was reached. Exactly. That's exactly it. The right outcome was reached, but the process was fucked up. We need an appeal process for Reds. Yeah, and also, if FIFA hadn't set the precedent by doing this to Ronaldo for the beginning, and other players, Otamendi as well, if they hadn't already set the precedent, this would be different. But they already set that precedent, and it's a sketchy process. There needs to be a clear process whereby, okay, if a red card is considered unjust, then you can look at it after the game. FIFA doesn't have that. They have Article 27, which is, it's sketchy at best, right? It sets a dangerous precedent of political interference. A small injustice was corrected by committing a bigger one, and it's fair to recognize that 100%. And I think you're being very rational in the face of, uh, patriotism and nationalism and love for your soccer team doesn't have to take away your ability to think clearly about these things. Also, what is it they say? The sign of maturity is being able to hold two conflicting ideas simultaneously, right? And you can both be happy that Balogun is back and playing for us tonight, and also recognize that the process by which this was done was very, very messy. Outrage doesn't change how fun the World Cup is. It's a small thing. The media is blowing it out of proportion. Belgium just needs to face our team. I mean, the World Cup's fun regardless, right? But it does kind of ruin the vibes. And it's not about outrage. It's not the outrage that changes it, it's the decision that changes it. Just a warning, guys, I may not be able to do the entire stream depending on how my voice holds up. Oh, early shot from Portugal. No, early shot from Spain. I'm sorry. Yeah, let me get the score up here for you guys. I've never looked down so harshly on our European colleagues than in the last 48 hours. Every sport in this country has the ability to overturn bad calls. Well, then your issue should be with FIFA for not having a correct process to overturn bad calls, right? You have to be able to overturn bad calls because it does kind of ruin the tournament if somebody gets sent off who shouldn't be there or who shouldn't have been sent off, and then now they can't play in the next game, right? So it is what it is. I'm happy Balogun is back, but I can definitely recognize that this process was messed up. Pretty even in the poll so far, exactly 50-50. Decision definitely changes it, but the right decision was made. FIFA needs an appeal system for red cards. Sports and politics never makes. Yeah, 100%. Jeff, Spicy Jeff, with a non spicy take. The controversy will bring more American eyeballs to the game. The process was poor, but I don't think that it will hurt the reputation of this World Cup. The World Cup is awesome. It's not so much that it will hurt the reputation of the World Cup, but it will continue to beg questions about how corrupt FIFA is, right? We can't call out FIFA for corruption and then quietly look the other way when it benefits us. You can still call out FIFA for corruption and also be happy that Balogun is playing. FIFA needs to be abolished and start over. Unfortunately, that will not happen. FIFA is going to be there. They are a very, very powerful organization, and the way that they work. People are saying this is bad for Infantino, but Infantino, I think, is still very popular. And while a lot of the UEFA teams might not like him, I still think the way they vote in presidents is every country gets one vote. So a lot of these smaller countries still vote for Infantino because they get care packages for the development of football, right? All right, Portugal here, trying to do something. Nuno Mendes, big switch out to the right. Goal kick for Spain. Let me roll this up so you guys can see the actual timer. There we go. The whole situation is the classical ethical question. Do the ends justify the means? Yeah. And asking yourself that question means that you're capable of thinking. And you're going, look, I can be happy about this, but there's some very questionable processes going on here, right? Like I said, you can do both. You can do both. You can both be happy and question things. Imagine Balo is benched and we win anyway. Oh my God, Spain are through. Oh, he missed. Oyarzabal missed 1v1 with the keeper, and he missed the goal altogether. Yeah, he's onside. He's onside. Oh, he dragged that wide. Oof. He dragged that wide. There's a chance Balo doesn't start tonight, guys, because they already prepped. I don't know what Poch is going to do, but they already prepped all week to play this game without Balogun. And I wonder if for continuity, Poch might go, let's start with Pepe and see how it goes, because that's what we already planned for. We'll see. He might not. He might say, yeah, no, we're going to do it regardless. We're going to start him regardless. We'll see what they do. Jonathan says, Unc, I wish Trump would have shut the fuck up about calling FIFA. Yeah, that was stupid. That was stupid. Balo to start. FIFA processes are not the US's problem. No, 100%. FIFA is the one that's at fault here. Let me be very clear, guys. The team did nothing wrong. In fact, after a very egregious red card, the way that Balogun handled himself was very classy, right? Shook the referee's hand, said he didn't want to react negatively to it because he didn't want to be a bad example over, what there were a lot of kids watching, and he wanted to set a good example of how to be. So the team has done nothing wrong, and Balo has done nothing wrong, right? Your gripe is with FIFA. Yeah, 100% the whole world is hate watching us. World Cup in Russia and Qatar. FIFA is definitely corrupt. FIFA is 100% corrupt, guys. There's no getting around that. We just like it when corruption falls on our side. Or we don't like it, but we turn a blind eye, right? This is true. The whole world was hate watching us anyways. This is just added fuel. Yeah, they were already hate watching us, guys. They were already hate watching us. All right, Portugal trying to do something here. I don't know how Ayarzabal misses that. 1v1 with the keeper. Didn't even hit the target. Brian Polan says, corruption is not bad. Corruption is only bad if I am not involved. But if I am part of that corruption, I'll defend it. Unfortunately, that seems to be most people's mentality, yes. Oh, Ronaldo. Shot straight at the keeper. Tight angle. Pete, I still want my jersey if we make it to the semifinal, even if it's against Portugal. Well, if we win and we end and Portugal wins and we end up facing Portugal, it will be the two teams that had FIFA's help. That's what it will be. You're saying Spain 3-0, says Jared Fletcher. Interesting. They had a shot. They had a chance to make it 1-0 and they spurned it. Oof. Cleared from the corner. Please, Pete, it's pronounced Orithabel. I don't know if I can pronounce it that way. Pete, what would the USMNT have to achieve to make you cry? I don't think anything would make me cry. Obviously, winning the World Cup would be truly incredible. Truly incredible. What minute does Ronaldo turn on his teammates? I mean, to be fair, Ronaldo's been good at this World Cup. Good enough, certainly. Hasn't caused a problem, and that's why Portugal beat Croatia. So credit to him. '90 likes. Guys, there's 430 people in the chat. Let's get those likes up. I think most of the people online commenting about how bad / dangerous Balo's move was didn't actually see it. They're just jumping on a bandwagon. No, 100%. Or they saw a screenshot of it, but they didn't actually watch it in real time, right? They didn't actually watch it in real time. You watch that in real time, it's never a red card. It's never a red card. Spain versus Portugal, guys. Who would you rather face? Let's say we beat Belgium. Who would you rather face in the round of 8 or the quarterfinals? I think I would rather face Portugal. Yamal has been pretty quiet so far. Not much from him. You'd rather face Portugal. Yeah, that's probably my feeling too. Which means we should want Portugal to win today just in case. Parks334 says, with all respect, I don't think US fans would freak out if reversed. When I was young, coaches taught me don't worry about anything except you and what you can control. That's part of US sports culture. Yes, I agree. It's not everybody, but I think there would still be a lot of outrage. I'm pretty familiar with US fans, having been one and interacted with this community a lot in the last 6 years. And I think we're very, like most fans, we're very tribal. And if something goes our way, it was the right decision. And if it goes against us, it was the wrong decision. Portugal, oh, Nuno Mendes, down the left. All right, here comes Spain. Oh, Yamal beats his first man, saved. Oh, second shot, also saved. Wow, Spain have created 3 chances. Costa coming in clutch there. Lamine Yamal cuts in, shoots. It's relatively straight at the keeper, that first one. And then the follow-up is a very good save, fingertip save. The second save was excellent. First save was fine. Second save was beautiful, fingertips. Dani Olmo to take the corner for Spain. Corner. Portugal head away. Yamal takes it. Lofts it out to Cucurella. Ball in. Oh, too high. Is Lamine the guy who hired dwarf dancers, or is that Vini Jr.? Oh, I don't know. I don't know who it was. I never heard anything about that. Biggest worry I have for tonight is Matt Freese. Yeah, 100%. Matt Freese has been shaky this whole tournament, guys. Either he's been shaky or he's not had very much to do. Right? What save has Matt Freese made in this tournament that should have been a goal, but some incredible goalkeeping kept it out? He hasn't made one. And, he's going to have the game of his life tonight against Belgium. No, Jordan Henderson is out. He's out. He's going to have surgery. And no, England can't replace him. You're not allowed to replace players after the first. I think the last time you can make a replacement is up until 24 hours before your first game. After that, you roll with the squad you got. All right. Cole says, long super chat, but people who are saying the process was corrupt, I don't understand it because it was the right decision. And then if people say it's because Trump called, well, they were already reviewing before Trump called. Sure. But here's the problem. Again, if Trump calls them and then after he calls them, they don't reverse it. They didn't reverse the red card. To be honest, I think it would have been better if they reversed the red card. If they said VAR protocol was incorrect, which it was. If the VAR protocol was incorrect, then they should have reversed the red card. But they didn't reverse it. It was kind of a weak ruling from FIFA because they just suspended it. So would they have done that without Trump calling? Maybe. But either way, you can't have a country's president calling FIFA and telling them to change a red card, guys. And now here's the real problem. You're going to have everybody. Already the French Football Federation is trying to appeal Michael Olise's yellow, which was also not a yellow card. So what are you going to do? I think what FIFA needs to do is they need to have a very clear process whereby that you can appeal a red card after a game and a committee will decide within 24 hours if they can reverse it or not, because mistakes are made and mistakes rob people of World Cup trophies and historic runs at the World Cup. And if you have the benefit of hindsight, why not have a proper appeals process? Okay. But yeah, the White House calling and getting involved is terrible, guys. Otherwise, you set a precedent now for any team who doesn't like a call can try to call FIFA and have it reserved. And it's like, well, if you're not the most powerful country in the world, do you have any pull? You don't. So what are you going to do? This starts with FIFA, guys. This starts with FIFA. FIFA doesn't have a good appeals process. And they're the ones that have set precedent for this with Cristiano Ronaldo, for example. Right? They've set that precedent. Once you set that precedent, it's wide open. And then, well, how come you did it for Ronaldo but not Balogun? And then now they did it for Balogun. Well, why did you do it for Balogun and Ronaldo but not Michael Olise? Right? And then after that, it's like, well, why did you do it for these three but not this guy? So then you've opened this can of worms, and FIFA needs to fix it. Okay. Plot twist. Poch does not play Balo because of tactics. I actually wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if Pepe starts tonight and Balo starts on the bench. Because they've worked with Pepe all week on how they were going to play. And I might be a little surprised if Poch changes it last minute. We'll see. Should have just reversed it and taped Trump's mouth shut. Yeah, shouldn't have even opened his mouth. This is the big problem, right? If FIFA had just reversed it, yeah, it would be allegations of corruption, sure. But it wouldn't be the same as like Trump going out. I spoke to Johnny and I said, Johnny, listen, it's not a red card. You gotta change it, Johnny. Jared Kwanzaa red card now getting suspended. Well, that one was a little bit different because that was studs up. Balogun never went studs up, ever. Leon Nitix, 21, says, oh my God, move on. How are you going to grow soccer in the States if you spend 30 minutes of a stream crying about some suspension? Who is crying about the suspension? I'm answering super chats and people are talking about it. You think a newcomer finds this content engaging? Brother, this is a World Cup. There is a massive decision that just dropped yesterday about the team that we're going to face tonight and about who is eligible. This is very relevant content to what you do. And I'm already on record as saying I'm happy we have Balogun out tonight. But if a discussion of who's going to play in a World Cup knockout match you don't find engaging, then you probably aren't really that into soccer, and that's okay. You should fall asleep on the sidelines of a baseball game. Okay? All right, hydration break. Steve Tidd says, England, congratulations, Steve. Tough game, and you guys came out on top. You came out on top. Can you do a Regis Philbin impression? I don't even know who that is. Oh, was he the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire guy, the original one? I don't think I've ever actually seen him talk. Pulisic has 1 goal and 3 assists in 7 World Cup appearances. How important is it for him to show up to? Oh, it's massive. It's massive. I mean, we're going to need not just Pulisic, we're going to need everybody to be at their best, guys. This Belgium team, even with Balogun, is not going to be a team that we're just going to beat. People are acting like this team is washed. That's not a washed team, guys. They started slowly, for sure. They started very slowly. But you don't score 3 goals on Senegal if you're a washed team, right? And even their last game against New Zealand, they looked very, very, very good. And again, even if they don't look good for much of the game, they can literally, with one move, cut you open. Right? That battle between Alex Freeman and Jeremy Doku on the left is going to be an incredible battle. And I hope Freeman is up for it. And I hope that Poch has a plan. I really hope Poch has a plan for that battle because that's going to be a tough one. How do you contain Jeremy Doku? Jim Denver is singing the anthem. Who's Jim Denver? Is he John Denver's son? Freeman would do better than Weah. That I agree with. Could this be a situation where we use Aronson in the way we did against Davies in the Nations League final? I don't think Aronson's going to play. I don't think Aronson's going to play because then who are you going to bench? You're going to bench Malik Tillman? You can't bench Malik Tillman. He's been our best player this whole World Cup. Our whole World Cup. Thoughts on Jude and Harry Kane? Big win. Big win for them. Congratulations to England. They beat Mexico in the Azteca. That's never an easy thing to do. Big win for England, and they move on. Well done. Oh, no. Cucurella almost getting bodied off the ball there. Yeah, if we're going to stop Belgium tonight, guys, we're going to have to stop them with the press. We're going to have to stop them with the press. That is the only way to keep Doku from running at us all night long. Our press and our counter press is going to have to be immaculate tonight because you have to limit the amount of times Salamakers, Doku, Kevin De Bruyne get the ball in the final third. If those guys get the ball in the final third, sooner or later, they're going to do something with it. So you can't just rely on your defenders here. You're going to have to keep Belgium out of our final third, especially in numbers up situations. You're going to have to press and press constantly and nonstop. And we're going to have to suffer, guys. We're going to have to suffer tonight. Pete, I want vengeance over Belgium from 2014. We all do. We all do. We all want to finally win this one. We'll see. We definitely have a better team than we did back then. We definitely have a better team now. And I think we're going to make it a very, very tough game for Belgium. Very tough game. Whoever wins will be deserved. But I think this is the closest. I want to say Morocco-Netherlands was a very close matchup at the World Cup. But I think Belgium and the U.S. here is even closer. It's even closer. Oh, Regis Philbin. Yeah, okay. Does anybody know who Stephen Curtis Chapman is? He was one of my parents' favorite Christian artists when I was a kid. And so they used to play him a lot. And he has this whole song. And I think there's a song about who wants to be a millionaire in it or something like that. More punchable face, Bruno or Cucurella? Oh, that's tough. I think Cucurella. I don't know if it's the long hair or what, but just something about Cucurella really rubs me the wrong way. I'm sure he's a lovely person, but almost in behind for Lamine. That's really good defending from Vitinha. Mexico, a team of 5'6" guys trying to win headers against Dan Booten. What a strategy. High press isn't the only way. You can also low block if you have a good lead and not much time. Oh, sure. For the last, 15 minutes, low block is great, but you can't sit low block the whole game. You're just giving them a free invitation to shoot. Also, you want to keep the pressure off of Matt Freese, guys. Matt Freese, I just don't trust him. And if Belgium's in and around the box, they're going to shoot. They're going to get chances. I don't trust Matt Freese. You have to keep them away from your goal as much as possible. We have to go and be the protagonists and try to play. There's no other way. There's no other way. Just join the Patreon. I just saw that, Cole. Welcome. Welcome. We're excited to have you. Watching these teams, we ain't beating Spain or Portugal. Well, let's focus on Belgium first. We have a lot to do with Belgium first. Hi, Pete. Was Mexico playing Alter ball in the last 20 minutes versus England? Yeah, I didn't really understand the Mexican strategy there. You're not going to win long balls in the air. It's just not going to happen. But maybe they didn't feel confident like they could cut. Oh, Spain almost scored. Was he off? No? Oh, yeah, he is off. Let me see the replay. Yeah, he's off. Almost got a goal. Spain's definitely been better. Spain's definitely been the better team. No question about it. We think Trusty is fully healthy. He was training with the team, so he should be fine if we need him off the bench. He should be fine. Ronaldo fouled. Pete, what do you think of Mexico's future? Who is the future, right? Obviously, they have Gilberto Mora, but do you see any other young players of his level that are coming through for Mexico? I don't. I actually think Mexico did quite well at this World Cup, and Aguirre did a really good job of getting some cohesiveness into that team. But you look around at that Mexico team, and it's like, is this going to be a Gilberto Mora-based team for the next 10, 15 years? Because where are the other players coming from? Guti's not even close. Look, Guti is 23 years old, right? And Obed Vargas is a good player. Okay. So that's good. He's not Gilberto Mora level, but sure, he's a good player. Gutierrez, can we just be honest? This guy's a Liga MX level player. He's, got some skill and some ability, but he's not somebody that you think is going to be an elite midfielder in the world, right? Mora is. The question for Mora is he going to stay in Liga MX? Because if he stays there, he'll stagnate. He has to move. He has to go push himself. We've seen so many young Mexican players not make it. Diego Lainez, Charlie Rodriguez, Santi Jimenez. Now, to be clear, I think Gilberto Mora is better than all of those guys. But for him to reach his full potential, he has to get out of Liga MX. He's got to leave. Also, Raul Jimenez has played his last World Cup. Can't imagine he's got much left in him. If you're still relying on Raul Jimenez, I don't know. Who's your next striker? Because Santi ain't it. Santi Jimenez ain't it. So for Mexico, they need to be looking at their youth development, right? What are they doing with youth development? Nothing. Compared to the US, they're not doing anything. And that's what's sad. Gilberto Mora is an outlier in a very broken development system in Mexico. Spain are knocking. Good clearance there by Vitinha, but it was close. Dani Olmo almost got in on it. Steve Tidd says, proud to be English today. Congratulations, sir. Now you have Norway. That's going to be a very tough game for England. I think Norway showed a lot in that game. And I wouldn't be surprised if Norway wins. I really wouldn't. What time are you at, Pete? I'm at 33, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37. So I'm about 20 seconds, not even. I'm 16 seconds behind the Fought Mob. Yeah, Quinones is a decent little player, but Quinones is not young, right? Quinones is what, 28? He's not a young player. Quinones is, yeah, he's 29, guys. He's 29 years old. It's not a young player. That's his prime. Next World Cup, he's going to be 33. So this is not by any means a young player. All right, long ball from Portugal. Norway is very suspect at the back. So is England. England conceded 2 goals to Mexico. And by the way, their keeper made some really good saves. Hello, Pete. I'm working out and watching your stream at the same time. Sick. Good for you for working out. Getting your health up to shape. Good for you. How is Belgium's back line and can we expose it? It's a good back line. I think they have a very good back line. Senegal was a very good team, though, that did expose it, right? They scored twice on them. So how do we do it? I talked about this a little bit in my preview, but you have to go with the press and counter press. And then when you win the ball, you have to be very direct because Belgium will be in an attacking shape. When they're in an attacking shape, if we take too long on the ball, they can get back into a good defensive shape. We have to expose them immediately after we win the ball. Jacob Ramirez says, I'm at work right now and not doing a good job. LOL. What do you do for work, Jacob? All right. Portugal really haven't created anything, guys. Opening 36 minutes. Very, very poor from Portugal. Nothing. It's been all Spain. But I suppose we kind of expected that. Have Portugal ever looked really good in this World Cup? Not really. Gehi and Stones having nightmares. Okay, here's Portugal. Cross into the box. Headed. Oh my God. Oh my God. Two very good saves. Two very good saves by Unai Simon. Woo! Oh my God. Joao Pedro. Joao Pedro with the header. It comes right off his shoulder. It pops up, and Ronaldo flicks it with the outside of his boot. He doesn't make good contact, though, and Unai grabs it. Damn. Journalism, PR, and event planning. Dang. Our defense plays against Holland every day. We will sort him out. We'll see. We'll see, Steve. You can't lose to Norway for sure. Oh, Joao Felix, not Joao Pedro. I always get Pedro Neto and Joao Felix mixed up. Somebody's down for Portugal. To have an Unai Simon on our team one day. Hey, Diego Cochin finally got his move. He's going to be playing for Lyngby next year, so let's see how he does. Right, one for the future. I heard that the leader of the Mexican Football Federation said that the youth in Mexico is so poor right now, they're better off recruiting players with dual citizenship. What? That's crazy. What does it have to do with poverty? In fact, poverty sometimes makes the best players. I think that Mexico is trying to obfuscate from the terrible job that they've done in developing players. And so it's easier to recruit than develop, right? You go find players that were developed, which is hilarious, by the way, because there is for so long, and even now, there's still a bit of that where Mexico's like the US should not, should stick to American sports. They don't know anything about football. And yet you're here recruiting American developed players that were developed in the American system for your team, whether that was David Ochoa, or whether that was Obed Vargas, or whether that's Brian Gutierrez or Richie Ledesma. Okay? So, oh, you mean poor in ability, not wealth. Oh, I see what you're saying. Like they're so bad that they didn't. They're so bad that they. Okay, I see his point. But that's just not. I don't buy that. Here's why. You have 200 and something million people in the population, right? And you're going to. And soccer is your number one sport. It's like a religion over there. But you can't find 10, 15 really good young players and develop them properly. Is it that they're not good or that they're doing a terrible, terrible job with youth development? That to me, I think it's more the latter. Because then if you're just recruiting, and you know what? Mexico plays in the United States 80% of the time, right? They get a friendly. Where do they play? They play in the US. So, maybe they don't really care. Maybe they'd rather have Mexican Americans. That's kind of their audience, isn't it? That's kind of their fan base, Mexican Americans. They definitely have a lot of Gilberto Moras. Who? Can you name me one other Gilberto Mora? Somebody on his level? I don't know, man. I haven't seen a single one coming out of Mexico. If they did, they probably wouldn't be recruiting Brian Gutierrez. All right. Portugal's corner. Plays it short. Joao Felix. Nuno Mendes shot. Oh, off the bar. Oh, my God, off the bar. Oh, Portugal coming to life. What a strike. I'm pretty sure that deflected. Shot. Who did it come off of? Oh, it came off his head. Came off his head and then hit the post. All right, Mendes to take the throw in now. Throw over. Pops up. Having him retake it because Cucurella was not on the field. All right, they're going to take it again. Pops it down. Joao Felix. Back to Mendes. Cross is blocked. Can Spain break here? Oh, that's Lamine Yamal. Incredible dribbling from Lamine. Oh, my God. That should be a foul on Yamal. Oh, Yamal. That's a foul. No? Ref says no. All right, Portugal's ball. Nah, he got the ball. That's not a foul. He got the ball. Pink Spade says, if USA did that, get yellow. Okay, Portugal. Trying to build here. Going a lot down the left, Portugal. Bruno Fernandes over the top. Easy clearance for Spain. 2 minutes to 45, and then whatever extra time they give, Ronaldo picks it up. Another cross. Nope. Gives it back. Portugal kind of in the ascendancy right now. They're the ones with all of the ball. Vitinha. Nuno Mendes. Why are my subtitles on? Another cross. Easily grabbed by Simon. Have you checked on Tack? Yeah, I tried to call him this morning to see how he was doing after Brazil's lost. Can't be easy for him. If we lose tonight, that's a rough 2 days for Tack to lose the U.S. and Brazil both in the space of 2 days. All right, here comes Spain down the left. Oyarzabal. Portugal clear. They pick it up. Shot from distance. Way over the bar. 6 minutes. 6 minutes of extra time. Portugal throw-in. Pete, on July 11th, I'll feel like a Viking versus England. Oh, Ronaldo trying to get in behind. Easily grabbed by Simon. It's bit of a snooze fest. I don't know. There's been some really good. I don't think it's been a snooze fest. It's been composed. It's been measured. It's been a bit of a tactical chess piece, but both teams have created some good chances. Oh, Yamal's in. Good defending from Mendes. Excellent. Oh, he was off. Oh, yeah, way off. Not even close. But still good defending from Mendes. Good catch up from Mendes. What? He just hacked at that. I think he knew he was offside. Spain come again. Oh, Danny Olmo with a great little layoff. Danny Olmo learning from Malik Tillman. Yeah, this has been a good game. Free kick for Spain from, I don't know, maybe 35 yards out. They done printed an AI poster. Yeah, I saw that. The legend versus the upstart or whatever it said. Oh, defended well. Offside again. Spain are offside a lot in this. Oh, definitely Portugal, Chandler Crockett. I think we have a better chance against Portugal if we beat Belgium. All right, long ball over the top. Portugal do not look good, guys. I know they had their chances, but even their attacking seems very disjointed. Very disjointed. Decent defending there on Oyarzabal. Vitinha to Nuno Mendes under some pressure. Great ball to Joao Neto or Joao Pedro. Have we ever lost to Portugal in the World Cup? I don't know, actually. I know we drew them in 2014 and we beat them in 2002, but I don't know if they beat us in a previous, like, pre-World Cup version. Not since the US started going to World Cups again in 1990. Pete, is this really a rivalry? Spain, Portugal? It is a rivalry, but it's not a rivalry in the same way that, like, the US Mexico is a rivalry. We have a 15 to 20% chance against Spain and double that against Portugal. Yeah, that's probably about right. That's probably about right. It's just another proximity rivalry. Shouldn't it be halftime? Unai Simon with their, well, it's not a goal kick, it's a free kick in his own box. I definitely think we match up better against Portugal if we get out of this Belgium game. Mexico and US fans been getting along last few days. LOL, fake rivalry. It's not a fake rivalry. We just don't like England together for a few days. But trust me, now that that's over, we'll be right back to hating on each other. All right, halftime, you guys. Halftime. It is still 0-0 between Portugal and Spain. I'd say Spain have had slightly the better opportunities. Let's take a look at the stats. Okay, so yeah, Spain's XG is, wait, is the yellow Spain? Yeah, they are. Spain's XG is 0.98, so about 1. Portugal's XG is 0.26, 55% possession for Spain, more shots and more touches in the opposition's box. So yeah, that does seem about right. If you look here, Spain has definitely had more chances than Portugal has. But other than that, I don't think it's been that different. Spain look better, but it's not like they're overwhelming. We would have more speed than Portugal. That would be the difference maker in that potential matchup. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Nobody likes England. We are the most hated by far. LOL. Well, Steve, I think the US might be joining you. It might be the US and England. But yeah, you definitely are among the most hated, for sure. Does USA go to extra time? That's what I predicted in my preview. I predicted in my preview 1-1 with extra time. All right, let's have a quick word from the sponsor of this video. Hey. Hey, where'd it go? Hang on. Where's the sponsor video? One sec. I'll look for it in just a sec, guys. Sponsored by Silence. Rafa Marquez is supposed to be the new Mexico coach. Yeah, that's going to be very interesting to see how that goes. Because does he have any real coaching experience as a head coach anywhere? Does he? I don't think he does. Here we go. All right, quick World Cup is here, and I'm eyeing teams like the US men's national team, Argentina, Spain, and the Netherlands, which is why I wanted to give the sponsor of this video, SeatGeek, a huge shout out. If I was going to see one of the World Cup games, I can't really see the US because I'm covering it here on YouTube, but I would love to see an Argentina game in stadium. Messi, the GOAT, playing in his last ever World Cup tournament. Although, who knows? Now, SeatGeek has you covered for the games. With over 35 million downloads, SeatGeek is the #1 rated ticketing app. There are more than 70,000 events listed on SeatGeek, including concerts, sports, festivals, and more. I love using SeatGeek. You know, I was in Atlanta last year and I wanted to see an Atlanta United game. It was the easiest thing in the world. I got on the SeatGeek app, scrolled, found tickets, they were available, purchased them right on the app. The tickets were sent right there. For those of you who prefer to make purchases on the laptop, you can also go straight to their website and get your tickets that way. Now, every ticket on the app is rated on a scale from 1 to 10, so you know you're getting a good deal. Look for the green dots. Green means good, red means bad. Plus, every ticket is backed by their buyer guarantee. Plus, I have a discount. Get $30 off of any ticket when you spend $200 when you use the code YANKS30. It works for new and existing users. Hit the link in the description so the code gets auto-applied. Make sure you click the link in the description and have the code automatically applied to your account so you can use it later. Thank you, SeatGeek. That's $30 off any World Cup tickets when you spend $200 and use the code YANKS30. All right, so thank you to SeatGeek for sponsoring this video. We've got a Belgium is appealing Balo's ability to play. Yeah, the appeal was already denied this morning. because FIFA said that Belgium had no grounds to appeal it because it had nothing to do with them. It's not really true. They do have grounds to appeal it, but the appeal was denied. Scenes out of Seattle. Fans are showing out already. We need to make the atmosphere in Seattle so incredible and so loud, so vociferous. We really need the fans to be the 12th man today. We really need that, guys. So if you're going to Seattle, if you're going to be there, be loud, be proud, support the boys, do everything you can to make it a difficult environment for Belgium. Marquez has coached in the 4th division of Spain. Okay, so not a serious level. I might drive down to Seattle just to support. Sam Bobro, where are you? Vancouver? Can we appeal the PK Belgium got to be here because it was BS? Yeah, guys, there's been a lot of shitty calls in this tournament for lots of different teams. Make the ground shake. Great way of putting it, Pink Spade. I loved the England game. It was wild. It was a wild game. Had everything. Everything you want. A classic game. And to be honest, Mexico can be very proud of what they've done so far in this World Cup because they've been really good. Really good. Yeah, they're not going to overturn their overturning of a suspension, guys. There's no way they're going to do that. It was a great game. Honestly, one of the best games of this World Cup. And England were deserved winners. To be honest, the Harry Kane penalty, the one that he gave up to Brian Gutierrez, I don't think that was a penalty. I don't think it was a penalty. All right. Let's have another word from the other sponsor, the main sponsor of the channel, FanDuel. All right. First of all, let's see what the odds are for later today. USA versus Belgium. USA are slight favorites, but there's nothing in A, you can't bet against the USA, and B, the odds are too narrow, right? Egypt versus Argentina. I mean, look, we all think Argentina is going to win that game, but we also thought they were going to win against Cabo Verde, and Cabo Verde made it very difficult for them. So there's some interesting odds on Egypt there. Switzerland, Colombia, very narrow odds. I think Colombia is going to win that game, but Switzerland are a good team as well. France, Morocco. I mean, France look very strong. Norway, England, again, very narrow odds. So even if you bet on Norway, I mean, honestly, it looks like the best option right now for the round of 16 is Argentina, Egypt. That's probably your best option. All right. So be responsible, guys. Don't bet money you cannot afford to lose. Keep it small and keep it simple and fun. And if you have any addiction issues in the past, definitely don't bet. All right. So let's get the Thought Mob back up here. I wanted to see Weston score and do the Harry Potter wand celebration. Colombia, Argentina, a war renewed. Yeah, if they both win. It's time for a Pulisic goal today, guys. That's what I think. We need a Pulisic goal. We need Pulisic to step up big time. We need Pulisic to be the man because he has no goals in this World Cup yet, right? No goals yet, and that's fine. I don't have a problem with how he's playing. But it feels like Pulisic is due for a goal. It really does. Only USMNT fans in line to get into the stadium already. Wow, they're showing up nice and early. Good to see it. Love to see it. Seattle is our Azteca. Steve Tidd says the U.S. will win today. Well, we appreciate the support, Steve. We need the tiger tattoo celebration from Pulisic. Will you or Tack be doing a hangout before the game? Well, so this Spain Portugal one is kind of a hangout. It's also we're going to do an hour. We're going to go live an hour before the game starts on Tack's channel, on Tactical Manager TV. So we are going to be doing a hangout there. Julio Andres says, I believe that we will win. Please don't do the I believe chant. Please don't. We hate that. We hate that chant. USA 3-1. Pink Spade says 4-0 to the USA. 3-1. Pulley and McKennie score. Yeah, guys, put your score predictions for the US Belgium in the chat. 72-hour long stream if USMNT wins today, Unc. I don't know who you're going to find to do 72 hours. We do a few hours and we're exhausted. No, Mactical, no link for you. 5-2 USA, 3-1, 2-0, 4-2. Guys, this is a lot of confidence for a 50-50 game. A lot of confidence. $5-1 USA, 2-1 USA, 1-1 penalties with USA. That's what I said. I said 1-1, and it goes to penalty shootouts. 11 says, I believe that we will win. Ew, chant, rah. Yeah, it's not a great chant, guys. We really need new chants. Some of these chants, and I believe has been there since 2014. It was completely overdone in the 2014 World Cup. 1776-0. I want Balogun to play with a chip on his shoulder. I mean, I'm sure he will. Please, no pens. My heart can't take that. Yeah, penalties are so fun. Penalty shootouts, watching other teams do it is fun. Watching your own team do it is rough. It's rough. I'm not even going to try to pronounce your name. If you look up how England was formed, they had to fight off repeated invasions from Vikings. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. That quarterfinal game will be history on repeat. Ancient history, to be fair. We're talking about 1,000 years ago or more. More than 1,000 years ago. It was in like the 700-800s when King Albert the Great was King of England. That's how far back you're going to that. But yeah, I mean, Europe is all enmeshed with so much wars. You don't even have to go that far back. Look at the invasion of Normandy by France in 1066. England was invaded by the Normans, and modern day England is a mesh of English and French, plus also the Germans, right? I mean, their current bloodline comes from Saxony in Germany. The royal family's bloodline is from Saxony in Germany. If we want a true American chant, we should do the tomahawk chop. The problem with the tomahawk chop, Lou Coutry, is that it's already there in a football college team, right? A college team in football. So you're literally just stealing. I don't think we should steal from, another American club or team or sport. I think we should come up with our own. We should definitely come up with our own. A great show to watch is The Last Kingdom. It covers the Vikings and formation of the English identity. Atlanta Braves baseball team does it also. Yeah, but then we shouldn't do it. Let's come up with our own. Country Roads is Man United song. Hey, Man United song, they stole that from the US. That's an American. Dude, there's nothing more American than Country Roads. Country Roads is John Denver. You can't get more American than that. Other people can use it, but you can't say that now the Americans stole it from Man United, Steve. That's an American song, 100%. We made it sound better, Steve. And then you wonder why the whole world hates England. We made the American song sound better. Dude, the crazy thing is, Americans love British bands. Look at the Beatles. Look at the Beatles. It's like probably the most popular band of all time in the United States. You guys have Beatles songs you can play. Screw the chance. Bring a marching band to play nonstop. That I love. Marching band would be incredible. Country Roads is better in an Appalachian accent. Sorry. Balogun playing with a chip on his shoulders as FIFA cheated for him. Absolutely pathetic. Beatles, please no. No, not for the US, for the Brits. They also have like Wonderwall, which is a great band and a great song that they use in Newcastle. It's because the Beatles sing with American accents. Yes, exactly. All right, second half is kicked off. Let me get the score here. Portugal coming down the right. Yeah, Minnesota United uses Wonderwall because they had a coach from Newcastle before when they were in USL. All right. Who's going to win this game, guys? No goals so far. Please don't go to extra time and penalties. I don't know if I could take it. Country Roads is a group state song, Max. I don't care. I'm confused, Saitama. Are you saying we should use it, or are you saying we shouldn't use it? I know it mentions it's West Virginia, but Country Roads really does capture the spirit of the, United States in many ways of like, you know, this is our home, country roads. It captures the spirit of the pioneers. It's a great song. It's an iconic American song. And it's, you kind of want things to develop naturally, and Country Roads has sort of unintentionally become the anthem of this World Cup. So I say we stick with it. Make it our song that we play after every win, and the whole stadium sings it together. Yeah, it's like Sweet Home Alabama. Exactly, Streets Ahead. It captures a vibe. It doesn't matter the words of the song so much. It captures a vibe. Death Card says Slayer Raining Blood would be a good USA song. It has to be a song that has universal appeal that everybody knows. Everybody knows Country Roads, or at least everybody knows everyone knows the chorus of Country Roads. Most people also know the verses. Yeah, I agree. It should only be played after a win. You shouldn't play it after a loss. That's completely vibe ruining. Do you think this game goes over one goal? I mean, the funny thing about games like this is nothing. There's nothing in the first half, and then sometimes second half, one team scores and the game comes to life. Game comes to life. Courtesy of the red, white, and blue as our second song. Do enough people know that though? Again, these might be good songs. I think Sweet Caroline is the only one that comes close, right? Sweet Caroline, Country Roads. It's a song that everybody knows. Other songs, they might be good songs, but unless everybody knows them, it's not going to hit the same. Portugal. Cross to nobody. Goal kick for Spain. We should play Leaving on a Jet Plane. That's another good one by John Denver. All right. Unai Simon. We Are the Champions after every win. But again, We Are the Champions is a Queen song. You're taking a British song. Party in the USA. I think Party in the USA has a good chorus, but the words, most people don't know the verses, right? And it's a very female-centric song as well. Stilettos. Guess I Never Got the Memo. It's kind of a girl song. You want something that, again, has broad appeal. And Party in the USA is great chorus. Don't Stop Believin' is a good one. Barbie Girl. Oh, God, that's hilarious. Barbie Girl. Fly High, Oh Free Bird. I don't even know that song. No, it's true, Alex. The song says stilettos in it, right? How does it go? Hopped off a plane at LAX and with a dream in my heart again. Welcome to the land of fame and something. How am I going to fit in? Something or other. To my right, I see the Hollywood sign. This is also crazy. Everybody seems so famous. It's a very Hollywood sort of California song when you actually listen to it, right? It's very specific to like Hollywood. It's about a girl, going to Hollywood and trying to make her dreams happen and getting excited because it's technically still the US. Don't Stop Believing is a good one. Harder to sing, though. Again, it's got to be easy for everyone to sing, even people who are tone deaf. Bellingham had a red card taken away in the Euros, and Ronaldo had one taken to play in the World Cup some years back. What was the one with Bellingham in the Euros? I've heard other people talk about that, but I don't remember that one. Oh, Portugal. Ronaldo? Nope. Cucurella steps up. Hey Jude, it should be the song that you guys sing, you Brits. You literally have a fella named Jude in your clearance. American Pie could work, but it's kind of a sad song. It's not exactly a, inspiring song. We do sing it, LOL. Oh, I usually watch the games on mute, so I can never hear what y'all are singing. American Pie is like 10 minutes long. Damn. Is it that long? You don't have to play the whole version. Semi-Charmed Life is kind of about meth. I say we just stick with Country Roads, Guide. It's the one that has become naturally the song of this World Cup, so let's stick with it. Eric Garcia, hey Pete, you're telling us why none of those songs work. It's not that they don't work, but you have to look for an ideal song. My suggestion is just to stick with Country Roads. Country Roads. What's wrong with Country Roads? Give me your argument for why Country Roads doesn't work. We need more than just Country Roads for variety. Yeah, but like Country Roads can be the song you play after a win. And then you could have other songs in stadium. But again, you have to pick songs that everybody knows. It might be a nice song or a song that you like, but if everybody doesn't know it, then it's not going to hit the same. Nuno Mendes. Oh, they could play all kinds of songs off the speaker for sure, before and during the game, sure. But if you want a song that everyone's going to sing along to and create a real atmosphere in the stadium, I think you're limited to just a handful of songs, two or three. Living on a Prayer is a very good one. I could get with Living on a Prayer. Oh, we're halfway there. Whoa, living on a prayer. That's a great one, especially to sing that at halftime. You sing Living on a Prayer at halftime. Eye of the Tiger is another very good one. 100% Eye of the Tiger. They do it for half every game. Who does it? The US? See, this is the problem when you don't watch. When you watch on mute, you miss stuff. You should boo the Belgium national anthem like we would. No, we're not going to boo it. We get mad when people boo our national anthem, so why should we boo theirs? Backstreet Boys. Backstreet's back. The problem is that song is it's way too about the Backstreet Boys, right? It doesn't have broad appeal. Life is a highway. I could totally get with that. Life is a highway. I'm gonna drive it all night long. Baby by Justin Bieber. Oh my God. Can you imagine? You are my fire, the one desire. Backstreet Boys just doesn't hit the same. It doesn't hit the same. Purple Rain, I could get with Purple Rain. That's a great song. Purple Rain on vinyl is one of the greatest experiences alive. WAP. Yeah, WAP. Can you imagine? A bunch of dudes singing WAP. Anything Nickelback, please no. Not Nickelback. God, no. Please no. Maybe Purple Rain if we lose. Oh, Nuno Mendes is out. Did he get injured? Was he subbed out or is he injured? We don't tolerate Nickelback hate in this country. I don't know, guys. Nickelback, I can't. I can't with Nickelback. Oh, he was subbed out. Not Like Us. That would be a good one if everybody knew the words. If everybody knew the words, Not Like Us would be sick. All right, long ball. Ronaldo, Spain. Dude, what have Ronaldo done? To be fair, what have Spain done the second half either? No one's done anything. 60 minutes in, we got nothing. If we beat Belgium, just play Beat It by Michael Jackson. I don't know. I liked Nickelback when they did Ayo, 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 ay. That's a good one. But then after that, all their songs just kind of started to sound like some version of that song. Does Sweden play ABBA? I don't think so. Spirit in the Sky is a great one. Spirit in the Sky is a great one. It's not there's no controversy behind Nickelback. I just personally don't like them. Fine Creed, but only if everyone is 6 beers deep. The problem is when people are singing 6 beers deep, it does not sound good. We should play some Bad Bunny. Nickelback is Canadian anyways. Oh, yeah, that's right. They're Canadian. You can't sing them at USMNT games. That's a Canadian band. "58 minutes, guys. 58 minutes. No goals so far. Wake Me Up's not a bad one. that's for if the boring game. You sing Wake Me Up if it's a boring game. So wake me up when it's all over. When I'm wiser and I'm older. That's not a bad one. All right. Spain, Lamine Yamal. Cuts inside. Good defending. And then he fouls. Free kick for Portugal. Oh, Danny Olmo in the box. Lays it off. Shot. Way over. Oh, that was good defending. Good block on Pedri's shot. Vega with very good shot. I'm telling you guys, Kevin De Bruyne is going to have at least one of those today. We cannot let Kevin De Bruyne shoot from outside the box. Fair on Nickelback being Canadian traders. Candy Shop by 50 Cent is now the easy choice. Sure. I mean, yeah. I used to be Mactical Berhalter and Clorox Breach. Oh, no. The villain arc of Mactical Tanager becoming 11 Yanks. You play with them balls like it's FIFA. Oh, great keeping by Unai Simon. Sorry, Mactical, not going to happen. American Kids? Which one is that? Is that the one growing up in little pink houses, making out on living room couches, blowing that smoke on a Saturday night? A little messed up, but they're all right. Hey. Again, I don't know how many people would know it. These teams both suck. Who do we play after France? Tactical Mangler. Oh my God, dude. All right, 62 minutes, guys. 62 minutes. You get a copyright strike with that type of singing. Do they copyright you for actually singing? No, neither of these teams suck. These teams are both good teams. They're canceling each other out. There's a lot of quality on both of these teams. Born in the USA is a good one, for sure. Born in the USA. Especially when Balogun scores, or any of the dual Nats score that weren't raised in the US, but they were born here. That would be a great song. Born in the... I do get copyright. All right, no more singing. That's it. Zipped it from me. Taylor Swift song? Absolutely not. Not a single Taylor Swift song would work. We play Cambodia after France. Shake it off for Ballo. Yes, they did get married. They got married, apparently. R. Kelly would go hard. Oh, no. Oh, no. Anaconda. Oh, my God. Born in the USA. I agree. Born in the USA, for sure. Keep on believing. Living on a Prayer. Born in the USA and Country Roads. Oh. 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 Terrible. Shot. Easy save by Unai Simon. Born in the USA, I could definitely understand. Born in the USA, Living on a Prayer, and Country Roads probably have the most universal appeal in the United States, and pretty much everyone knows those words. Does the world riot if Balogun gets a hat trick and we win? Yeah, they'll be furious, guys. Furious. Closing time would be good if we win. Or if we lose closing time. Canceling each other out like we try on a woman. Wait, what? What does that even mean? Eye of the Tiger would be sick. It's just harder to sing. You know, it would be a great one, but not enough people know the words to. Slim Shady. Slim Shady would be excellent. The real Slim Shady. Jeremiah, 100%. I know not everyone knows the word. I mean, everyone knows the chorus, right? Problem is, who really knows the verses, except for major Eminem fans? Baby Got Back. We Will Rock You is a great song, and I would have definitely done that. I tried to get a We Will Rock You song for Gio Reyna way back in the day, but it doesn't hit quite the same now that Gio Reyna's not as good anymore. $67 minutes, 0 goals yet so far. Spain doing the most attacking right now. Portugal holding pretty firm, though. We're in the 67th minute, guys. 6-7. Theme song from the movie Gladiator. Is it a theme song or is it just the soundtrack? Oh. Oh, bounced right off of him. To be fair, what have Portugal done? Spain's throwing. It's all Spain right now, guys. It's all Spain. We didn't start. Yeah, we didn't start the fire is not a bad one. Always love you. Nobody can sing Always Love You. That's also, think about it. It goes, I and I will always love you. And then it's like vowel diarrhea for like 2 minutes. It's like, come on, how long can the word you be? Maximus Potch is best Potch. Potch's shirt made by Boss has sold out. Is that really true? That'd be hilarious if his dad's shirt got sold out. Despacito is not an American song. Isn't Despacito by what's his name? I know Justin Bieber covered it, but it's not an American song. Party in the USA is such a banger. The chorus, Average Joe. Go listen to the verses of Party in the USA. It doesn't hit quite the same. Devonta Jones, corruption shouts. We truly are a footy country. Yeah, I'm going to say this, guys. Anybody from Argentina, for sure, should not be yelling about corruption. Even the English, they won that 66 World Cup with a ghost goal against West Germany in the final. There's some very questionable decisions over the years for certain players. So 100%. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Oh, can you imagine? We're winning and the the whole stadium's just singing Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Just start singing Christmas carols. Honestly, that would low-key be kind of badass. Imagine the whole stadium singing like, "We wish you a Merry Christmas" for no reason. Frosty the Snowman. Oh my God. Jingle bells. We would get so much hate, guys. I would be so there just for all the hatred. Can you imagine the meltdowns from Europe if we just started singing Christmas carols in the stadium? During January camp. Yeah, in December, just sing Christmas carols for Camp Cupcake. Being loud and cringe is honestly the best way to troll Euros. uh, this is the song that never ends. Oh, yeah. That was a great road trip song, but it got annoying quick. All right, throw in. Yamal, fouled. Free kick for Spain just outside the box. There's a hole in the bucket. Oh my God, that would go on for a long time. Wrecking ball. Wow. That would be pretty appropriate for sure. All right, Spain here with a free kick. 72 minutes and it's still 0-0, guys. 72 minutes and it's still 0-0. Oh, straight at the keeper. No cross. Lamine Yamal shot it. Unai Simon save. Corner for Portugal. I mean for Spain. Costa. Diogo Costa save. Corner for Spain. Good punch out by Costa there. It's all Spain the second half. Portugal have done nothing. Nothing. We should sing Show Them to Me. If you're not falling asleep, that means the soccer isn't working. I don't know. Did you watch that Mexico England game yesterday? One of the most exciting games. Who let the dogs out would be a great one, actually. Danny Olmo dropping pretty deep for Spain. Oh, is Yamal in behind? He's 1v1. Lamine Yamal slides. Oh, terrible pass. Portugal intercept. Okay, Ferran is coming on. Ferran Torres coming on for Spain. Who's coming off? Thanks for doing the stream. Comcast is out in New Jersey for 3 days now. No way. No way. Oh, Portugal shot. Side netting. Came off Cucurella. That should be a corner. Oh, no, it didn't touch him. It didn't touch Cucurella. Side netting for Bruno Fernandes. Goal kick for Spain. Thanks for doing the stream. How is Comcast out? Get an antenna or watch on Peacock. Brazil and US are my two teams. Tough one. Oh, Belgium and US are my two teams. Dang, tough one tonight. You get all my super chats now, not tack. Yeah, that is it. So who are you rooting for tonight, Nick? Gonna have to pick one. Devonta Jones says, what are your thoughts on the Balogun situation and the way it sounded like it came about? Trump, etc. I recognize the corruption, but think it was a necessary evil, LOL. That red card was a farce. Yeah, my take on it is very simple. I think in the end, it was the right decision because it was never a red card. But the way it went about with no proper appeals process and all of the, political maneuvering to get it to happen is not good. And FIFA needs to have a clear-cut process to review and revoke those kind of things, right? They need to have that. Otherwise, it becomes this shit show that it is right now. So I'm happy for the decision, but the way that it was done and the way that it came about definitely leaves a bad taste in everyone's mouth. All right, 78th minute, guys. Still no goals. This is going to be 0-0, and we're going to go into extra time. Oh, my God. Guys, I don't know if I can do extra time here. Let's hope it's 1-0. I don't know if I have a voice for extra time and penalties. Why wasn't there a proper appeal? Because FIFA doesn't have a system in place to appeal red cards. So it ends up being reviewed by a committee, an independent committee, supposedly, allegedly. And it is still an unprecedented move, except they, at least for someone to get a red card in the World Cup and then have it suspended is unprecedented. But Ronaldo got a red card in his last qualifier, which is a World Cup qualifier, which is part of the game. And yet they suspended his 3-match sentence so that he could play in the first 2 games of the World Cup. Oh, and behind. Nobody there. Nobody makes the run into the 6-yard box. All right, corner for Spain. Lamine Yamal. Pops it in, headed away, not far enough. Handball from Spain in the box. Free kick for Portugal. After last night's games, this is torture. Yeah, it really is, guys. Really is. 80th minute. 80th minute, guys. 80th minute. What have Portugal done this whole game? They've done absolutely nothing this entire game long, Portugal. Nothing. Zilch. Niet. Nada. Kuch nahi. It's been very dull. At least Spain has been trying to score. Oh, Leao is on. All right, Leao's going to do his run cross thing to nobody. Pete, shut up. Will not. Portugal is playing 4D chess. Are you a Portugal fan, Knife the Great? Spain. Lamine Yamal. Oh, what was that? What was that pass there? What was that from Pedri? That was terrible. Okay, Conceição's coming on and Bernardo Silva's coming on. All right, let's see who's coming off. American Conte, Darlington Nagbe playing tonight. Where is Darlington Nagbe these days? Didn't he retire from football already? And the other game that was not a tie ended in a 1-0 win for Spain. All right. Portugal with a very interesting pass back to Costa. Leao down the left. Over dribbling. Doesn't get past his man. Gives away a throw. Cucurella throw in. 85th minute. 84th minute, guys. 84th minute. Still no goals. Real snooze fest. This is going to go into extra time, isn't it? Oof. Marino and Fabian coming on for Spain. USA is about to give us a hell of a game. Hell yeah, they are. Hell yeah, they are, guys. I think it's going to be a cracker game. One for the ages. One for the ages. Lamine Yamal switches it. Shot, blocked, easily grabbed by Costa. I think if they go to Penn, Spain definitely wins. Yeah, I agree. I think if it goes to Penn, Spain's wins for sure. Well, not for sure, but very likely. Both teams playing not to lose. That's probably the best way you could put this right now. Spain are taking a few more risks, but Portugal is sitting back and just trying to hit Leao on the counter. I mean, obviously, both teams don't want to lose. No team ever wants to lose. What on earth was that? PK is 50-50 chance. It's a 50-50 chance, but it's not just chance, right? It's a mental game. It's more than a technical game. It's a mental game. Every professional can score penalties with their eyes closed. It's easy to do. When there's pressure on, it's who can hold their nerve. That's what it comes down to. What is he doing? 88 minutes, guys. 88 minutes. This has definitely been a dull game. Very dull game. Oh, that's a bad foul. That's a yellow, yeah. Let me see this again. Oh, yeah, that's not even an attempt to play the ball. That's a straight up barge. Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva with a yellow for a straight up barge. Long ball. Portugal. Spain winning it back way too easily. Headed it back to Unai Simon. Ronaldo was pressing, but nothing there. If Spain go out here, just give the trophy to France. Yeah, it looks like right now Spain is the only team that could potentially take on France. Free kick for Spain. 6 minutes of added time, guys. 6 minutes of added time. Oh, he's in. He's through. Marino. 1-0 Spain. 1-0. Slide rule pass into the box. 1-0. Game over. Game over. Thank God we didn't have to go to extra time. Thank God, guys. That's a great goal. Marino with a good finish. What was the Portugal defense doing, though? They were split wide open there. Completely fell asleep on that. So Spain takes it quickly. They pass it around the box quickly. It's not that quick. And nobody marks him. He just drifts into the box completely unmarked. Gets the return pass. And wham, 1-0. Yeah, it's a deserved win for sure. Portugal's done nothing this whole game. It's definitely a deserved win for Spain. They haven't won yet. That is true. But can you see Portugal scoring? I can't. But Knife the Great, what has Portugal done this whole game that makes you believe they're going to score? Looks like Ronaldo will be retired, guys. Spain are retiring Ronaldo right now. Good tackle by Portugal. Yeah, but Spain had a better chance of scoring. They were at least trying to score. Portugal feels like they haven't even tried to score over the last 90 minutes. This is it, guys. Ronaldo's last ever game of his career, and Portugal has 3 minutes to find an equalizer here. Spain clear their lines. Yellow card. For who? Oh, for Vega. For pulling on Yamal. Yeah, that's a yellow. Trying to stop the breakaway. This speaks more to teams being better than Roberto Martinez's coaching ability. In all his teams were pulling up his mid tactics and player management. Yeah, for sure. Roberto Martinez, but also he refused to bench Ronaldo, right? That's a big part of the problem too. This team was still catered to Ronaldo. And you can't be catering to a 41-year-old Saudi League player. You just can't. Leao looks gassed. He shouldn't be. He just came on. He's a substitute. All right, minute and a half left to go, guys. Minute and a half. $40 seconds left. 40 seconds left, guys. Iglesias is coming on for Spain. Just end the game already, guys. This is such a snooze. Such a snooze. Conceição. Cross. Header. Over. Oh, my God. That was Portugal's chance. Oh, my God. That was Portugal's chance. Goes over. Oh, just over the bar, onto the top of the net. Dang, that was close. It's got to be over now. Once they're going to make the sub, Iglesias is coming on. Oyarzabal is off. They're going to take the goal kick, and then the ref is going to blow the whistle. And ref blows the whistle. No? Still on? No, still on. Still playing. We're in the 97th and a half minute now, and we're still playing, guys. We're still playing. Dude, we're in the 98th minute. Blow the whistle, ref. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. It's Anthony Taylor. That's right. It's Anthony Taylor. Oh, God. That's a free kick. Free kick for Portugal, for sure. That's a bad foul. Bad foul. Okay, but guys, we're in the 99th minute now. They have 6 minutes of extra time, and we're almost at 100 minutes. This could be Portugal's last chance. Get everybody up there. Get the goalie up there. Can you imagine if Portugal scores now? Come on, everybody up. Diego Costa, get up there. Everybody in the box. What else are you going to do? This is your last chance. Bruno Fernandes is going to take it. All right, he whips it in. Oh, just wide. Just wide. Game over. Full time. That's it. Spain 1, Portugal 0. Not the most entertaining game, but Spain were definitely the better team. Thanks for hanging, guys. Hit that like button if you haven't already done it. check out the Patreon, and I will see you all tonight for USA versus Belgium. It's going to be a cracker of a game. I'll see you guys there.